Recently, I've noticed this really weird, like, trend up and coming on Twitter. I don't even know if you could call it a trend. It's just like a new sort of money-making scheme for a lot of people. And that money-making scheme is being like a YouTube consultant. I've noticed so many of these people pop up in the last couple months. There were like barely any before. But now, every time I load up Twitter, there's like 3 on my timeline. And they're all just giving like the most generic advice ever, making threads about how epic Mr. Beast is. Like literally, right now, search up Mr. Beast threads into Twitter. I've got a few right here. Why Mr. Beast chose this thumbnail thread. Like, this Twitter only has 59 views, so it's not a very popular one. The black and white suit, reminiscent of James Bond, contrasts sharply with the golden airplane, creating a striking visual that stands out among other thumbnails. The luxurious setting of the golden airplane and Mr. Beast enjoying a vanilla sundae evoke a sense of opulence and exclusivity. There is absolutely no way this wasn't written by an AI. Why Mr. Beast's newest thumbnail is breaking the internet. YouTube gurus hate it, but here's why it works. Oh, the YouTube gurus hate it. They hate it. No, they fucking love Mr. Beast. All YouTube gurus fucking love Mr. Beast. If Mr. Beast was in front of them, they'd get down on their knees for him. Color Fairy, yeah, everyone who makes YouTube videos knows about Color Fairy. Expression? What? Mr. Beast obviously shows expression over other expression because it matches what is going on with the video. What, really? You're joking. Nah. You see, they just give you like the most obvious sort of like explanations. I don't think this guy does it. But there's so many of these that make these threads and then are like, okay, book a call with me so I could give you more advice. And these calls are always like at least $100. And most of these people have never made a YouTube video in their life. They just sort of analyze YouTube and then think that means they can charge money for YouTubers to talk to them. It doesn't. But there is one thread that spurred me on to make this video because the first time I saw this, I cried. I cried laughing. It was so funny. So I'm not going to show his name as I'm not going to show anyone's names in here because I don't want them like, you know, getting shit. Like, I don't think they're bad people. I just find this whole sort of trend of YouTube strategists who have like never made a YouTube video before quite funny. But there's this guy and I'm going to go through his account and I feel as though I'm singling him out here, which I definitely am. But there's so many other people like this, so if you find this guy, please don't, you know, like, give him shit or whatever. I just find his Twitter account very, very funny. So we got this thread here, 10 visuals for small YouTubers never give up. It's a picture of young Mr. Beast. Patience. This took 100 days. Struggle. Mr. Beast saying, I want a shout out, bro, please. Iraq on an island until we hit 1 million. Commitment. Forget motivation, build habits. You know, these are fine so far. These are fine. Now here's where it gets excellent. Oh, fucking hell, he deleted it. Oh, he deleted it. So I made a tweet about it yesterday. I'm guessing he saw it. But anyway, there's this one. Rome wasn't built in a day. PewDiePie, 4.7k videos. I'm just going to go to my Twitter because I tweeted it out anyway. So Rome wasn't built in a day, but Hiroshima was destroyed in a day. Picture of Logan Paul. But with hard work, recovery is possible. Yeah, like Hiroshima recovered from a fucking devastating nuclear blast, but Logan Paul, he's holding Prime now. Basically the same thing. But there's so many things on this account that definitely aren't exclusive to this guy. There's so many other people doing this that I just find like so irritating, but so funny. It's just the wording of things. So, for example, he's got this tweet here saying, I grew my client's YouTube channel from 0 to 10k in 30 days. I grew it. Only me. I take responsibility. I did it. Pay me money for consultation. No, shut up. What's this entire strategy he used? Let's see. Using shorts to get the right viewer. Knowing shorts is being heavily promoted by YouTube, but our first upload to the channel was a 12-second short based around a trending topic with lots of search. This is like the most basic shit ever. This is like YouTube 101. It's like so basic. You could go on the website for 5 minutes and know this is what you need to do to have a chance at having a video do well. We hit launch and this happened. I mean, 200 views isn't bad for like a new channel, but after a few days, something amazing happened. What? I got views. Anyway, this whole thread is just about like how it converted to like long form views and stuff. It's like literally the most basic advice possible. Interested in growing on YouTube? DM me. Bro, what experience do you have? Beep, 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 beep. Editor note here because there's been some stuff that has been posted that has come up on my Twitter timeline in like the 4-hour space of me recording that last bit for the video. It's from the same guy. And he tweeted out, I want to work with another YouTube channel on retention. I've studied retention charts across many different niches. Would love to learn more and increase retention on the channel. DM me if interested, not free. I mean, that's totally understandable. You'd expect that from someone with such a plethora of experience. You know, I don't even think you need to put the not free bit at the end. We should expect that from such a seasoned YouTube strategist. There's also something else that came up on my timeline. It's from another one of these like YouTube strategy guys. And he's probably one of my favorites. Just because of how corny his tweets are. He tweeted... Mr. Beast just taught a class at Harvard. Coincidence? I guess it's because they're both wearing blue jeans and black jumpers tucked in. Much to think about. But this tweet that was posted in the last couple of hours reminded me of another tweet he posted, which is like, I don't even know what to make of it. I totally forgot about it until just now. Great content evokes emotion, but most overthink what that means. Here's a list of emotions you can use. Lol, that's... LOL, that's so funny. Really? LOL means that's so funny. I've been using it wrong this whole time. WTF, that pisses me off. Wow, that's amazing. NSFW, that's crazy. I don't think that's what that means. Oh, now I get it. That's probably my favorite one. Oh means now I get it. Amazing. Finally, that's how I feel. Surely that can apply to most of these. And then he followed this up with emojis always help and then just listed some. Who is this for? Anyway, back to me. There's so many people like this, just trying to make some quick money. And honestly, I don't have a problem with that. That is totally fine. He's never posted anything about like YouTube videos he's made himself that have got views. He wasn't a YouTuber himself. And I don't know, I feel as though you need to make YouTube videos yourself to be able to tell other people what works on YouTube. For example, a guy called JB Rawswan, he was part of the Zach and Jay show before the channel just changed to the name Zach Allsop. He now does consultations for YouTubers, and he is probably one of the more qualified people you can go to, because he has done it. But I don't have any problem with people charging money, charging hundreds even for consultation calls, if they know what they're doing, if they know what they're talking about. Because that information is valuable, and if say you paid like, I don't know, $300 for a consultation call, and that information ends up making you, I don't know, 2-3 grand, like that's a win. But like most of these people have absolutely no idea what they're on about. Like genuinely, you can tell they're just like giving you the most basic information possible, or just like information they've gotten from elsewhere. Like it's quite irritating to see, honestly. And not even that, it's more like the sort of like I don't know what's called, like the businessification of YouTube. Like there's a few things here that I want to show. Like this is like totally unrelated, but it's like AI. So this guy tweeted out, announcing the culmination of my life's work. Oh, what, really? This is your life's work? CTR hero and AI to replace thumbnail artist. You could have worded that a lot better, because you know there's like thumbnail artist is like an actual profession. Like there's people that make thumbnails for YouTubers, and it's a proper like business and stuff. So you basically say you're gonna put a whole like micro industry out of business. You could have worded it a bit better. We trade a custom model on millions of high CTR thumbnails across platforms. Launching today, but you'll need an invite to join. For a free invite, just retweeting blah 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 blah. But also this thumbnail fucking sucks. All these thumbnails fucking suck. So it doesn't work. It sucks. It sucks. And then there was this tweet from this fucking genius. Thumbnail artist wasn't even a proper job before 2020. What the fuck are you on about? You literally just discovered YouTube in 2020, and it might already go obsolete soon. World is changing fast. Shut up. Being realistic, this is not going to replace thumbnail artists. This looks like shit. Yeah, and there's this. Now, what's your excuse not to start making content? Half of things can be taken care of with AI/AI powered tools. From putting ideas into a structure to thumbnail experimentation, AI is solving content for you at every step. I don't know. To me, it's just weird, because like back when I started making videos, everyone that made YouTube videos made them just to make them, because it was fun, because it was something we were into. Like we enjoyed the idea of making videos and having people like see them, interact with them, whatever. Like it was fun. But now it's just like, oh yeah, look, like, oh you can use AI to make thumbnails and like make loads of money off making loads of like shit videos. You can pay me to give you a consultation call on how to get loads of views, even though I have never made YouTube video before. So I know I sound like I'm salty, and I am, because this actually fucking annoys me. But it's just tweets like this. It's a Ryan Trahan's video. I love it. Camping videos have been rising so much lately. It's a really smart data-driven idea, but also something that fits high surviving niche. That's such a boring fucking tweet, isn't it? That's just so fucking boring. I don't know. It's just this whole hyper-analytic. That's not even a word. Hyper-analyst. That's probably a word. This whole hyper-analyst view of like YouTube and that sort of approach to it, it makes me cringe. It's so boring, because it's just so, I don't know. I'm old. I don't like change. It's just, I don't know. To me, it's just so fucking weird, and I don't like it, all right? That's the extent. I know I'm going to get a lot of people being like, oh, it's not that deep, George. It's not that deep. And I know it's not that deep. It probably isn't that deep. I just don't like it. But I don't know. If there's any message you can take away from this video, it's if you're a YouTuber, don't pay for a YouTube strategist. I don't even feel so I have to tell you this. I shouldn't have to tell you this. If you're a YouTuber, don't pay for a YouTube strategist unless like they've been there before, unless they've made YouTube videos, or they at least have coached a lot of big YouTubers and have a good like resume. Like for example, Paddy Galloway. He's really good. He's like a genuine like YouTube strategist. He's not someone that just sort of looked at YouTube for a few months, wrote down a few notes, and now charges a few $100 for a call. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave this here. Once again, don't send hate to anybody in this video. Like, this is just me telling my opinion on something. Yeah. All right. In a bit.